what's coming in for you this weekend? And ooh, it is 3:13 on my clock right now. Ooh. So what's coming in this weekend? Think or say out loud, I allow this reading, and let's find out. Dear Spirit, benevolent beings of light, what does the viewer have coming in this weekend for them? What's the... Yo. Okay. All right, let's see what cards came flying out. Ooh, we got the Hermit. Hermity Herm. We got, the Magician. 5 of Pentacles. And then Ace of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles. And then a card still upside. 3 of Swords in reverse. Ooh, this is good. All right, let's get into it, okay? Now, some of you missed my live we just had, and I'm talking about it for a reason. I went to go hiking. That's why my hair's a little crazy. Hear me out. And I did a reiki session by the water, and it was alive. And then all of a sudden, my whole phone just went zap and disappeared, meaning like the battery died, it overheated, everything stopped. And clouds started rolling in on a day where it's supposed to be completely clear. And you know what Spirit whispered in my ear? Winds in the east, mist coming in. Like something is brewing, about to begin. 3:17 on the clock as I say that, and 1:33 on the timer clock as I say that. This is incredible for you. I'm very excited. By the way, make sure you're following the real me. Double check, because this could look like anything, but my only account, because I have 0 backup accounts, is spelling my name out with no spaces, at lorenmolloy. Just so you know. It paused at 151. Any numbers you feel you need to look up or want to, look up on Sacred Scribes, okay? You went from such a serious time of financial concerns and hardships during this whole retrograde nonsense you had to deal with. And you isolated, you went within, whether it was just emotional or you literally were like, nah, I'm not going out there. There's people out there kind of thing. You used that time wisely, though, also. You did the healing work. You put the work in. And now it is harvest time. All those third-party situations, nonsenses, not being picked over anybody in a romantic sense, work being the only thing that feels relevant, like all the 3 of Swords in reverse stuff is something other than just you and your life being more in control and in the situation in an unhealthy way, if it's this way. In reverse, no more of that. You fought and worked through it. Because the Hermit doesn't mean just like, hey, I'm staying indoors and hibernating and not peopling. It has meanings of introspection, self-inflection. Is that how we say that? Reevaluating of self, putting the work in so that you can harvest that. That's coming in now. You've been manifesting it. You've been working at it. And it is now going to be blooming into your life this weekend. Somebody is going to be coming to you with an offer to start you in the right direction. 333, as I said that on the timer. So this could be a financial opportunity, a rebate check, a refund check, a check you didn't expect to be getting in from anything. But it could be like, hey, I wanted to do this and you'd be perfect for that. What if, I pay you and you make that happen? That starts an entire business for you kind of thing. Sometimes this becomes just meeting the person that will be the catalyst of all of it. All right. Ace of Pentacles is all about the new financial beautiful that's coming in for you. Use the link in my bio, book yourself a private reading. Half an hour reading comes with a Reiki session. So the things we discover that need healing, we can be doing that during the session. If you feel like you have somebody stuck to your energy and it's not okay and you want them to go away, book my cord cutting session. And if somebody wronged you and you feel like they didn't get their karma, book my Hey Karma, It's Time. And I handle it and you don't get any negative juju karma for it because I speak to the Karma Council and everything on that side and have it handled for us, for you, okay? Also, if you want to learn about tarot, I now have a tarot masterclass for beginners. Everything through the link in my bio. And if you'd like tarot decks, oracle decks, and so much more, everything's there too. Consider becoming a live platinum subscriber, by the way, because when I'm live, platinum subscribers get the most perks, and I don't want you missing out on anything. So consider doing that too, if you'd want. All right, 3, 2, 1, blast off. It's coming in now, baby. This weekend, you're going to have celebration. You're going to have people cheering you on. And by the way, your ancestors and spiritual team, they are congratulating you for fighting through this and leveling up. This was right underneath the 3 of Cups. So you are being congratulated. 4 of Pentacles underneath that is also in reverse, as well as the 10 of Swords. You are being absolutely congratulated for fighting through the liar voice that made you think maybe you couldn't do it. You heard it. You remember the old lessons and tests of it. You said, no, 555 as I said that. I'm going to battle and win over this. And Spirit and your ancestors and your spiritual team, they're so proud of you. Only a warrior, king, queen, no matter your pronouns, would be capable of doing this. You have the passion. You have the determination. You have the divine connection. See the kitty? Yeah. You decided that you needed to work on your personal development to make these 2 things be these 2 things. Okay? So congratulations. You're doing a beautiful job. All right? This weekend, you are going to start noticing how the universe is like blessing you in little ways. But it takes your awareness work also to start noticing it. Like, I'm calling out certain numbers. Like, my battery right now is at 44. Look that up on Sacred Scribes. 644 was on my timer. The more you could say, coincidence. There is no such thing as coincidence, my love. And the more you understand that everything has to do with synchronicities, spiritual, divine timing, and your Akashic blueprint, the combination, plus your spiritual energetic power of being a co-creator with the universe. That's part of the energetic contract. Human meat suit, spiritual, divine soul in one. Like, universe co-creating with you. So you're not doing it on your own. And every time you think that spirit or the universe doesn't have your back, realize it's just a message that somehow you haven't had your own back and it needs to be looked into. You could say, oh, you don't know the horrors I went through. You don't know the horrors I went through. I don't want to play tit for tat, but baby, you got what it takes to handle all of this, because you are an absolute master manifester. So be careful what you're manifesting and how you're manifesting, how you're speaking about yourself, how you're speaking about money. The more power you put into only thinking and doing, coming in fast, the things that are for your highest good and best. What do you want your life to look like in 5 years? What do you want your life to look like in 10? If you're like, I have no idea, I can't think that far. Okay, what do you want your life to look like in 6 months? When it's spring again, because right now we're going into fall. Start 828. Start asking yourself some serious questions to see what small changes you can do every day with how you're thinking, how you're believing about life, so that the universe is always proving you right. But what you don't realize is very often it's proving the subconscious beliefs, because you could say stuff over and over again, but you can't go against the master programming unless you clear that master programming, the subconscious beliefs. And that being cleared out is what frees it. Sometimes nobody is punishing you and you're not really doing anything wrong. You just have to find that root ball of all those vines that have all those beliefs on it. When you cut all those down, you still got the root ball you got to get out. So that's sometimes what is the actual roadblock for you, is if you're trying to get a lot of money coming in and you're thinking that, oh, well, I know the wealthy are horrible people, I don't want to be a horrible person. Wealth can't come in. If you think money is evil, you don't want to be evil, so you're not going to have money come in. Start fixing that, because who you are, I mean, if you gave me $1 million versus a very evil person, what I would do and what he would do or they would do would be very different. So it is not the item, it is how it's used, just like any tool you utilize. Change the subconscious and you fix your reality even better. That's why you got to dig down deep and do that shadow work, that introspective work a little more for yourself, and it frees everything.